One thing you must learn as a man is learn the art of abundance. Meaning that if you lose something, you can get another one. If you lose a car, you can get another one. If you lose your job, you can get another one. If you lose your house, you can get another one. Right? Understand that everything is temporary. Right? Everything that's within your life, it doesn't last forever. Bro, you can drink a water bottle. Why are you focusing on the empty water bottle when you can just go get another one? It's really that simple. When you're in a relationship, right, and you with your girl, right, and you lose her, at the end of the day, if you're focusing on yourself and you're focusing on your craft, you're focused on getting closer to God, God will reward you with another woman. Why? Because you're focused on your purpose. Right? And the more that you're focused on your purpose, the more that you're focusing on yourself, your mind, your body, your spirit, that's when things will naturally come to you. Why? Because you're understanding the law of attraction. Right? In order to use the law of attraction, you must learn how to be confident within yourself. You must learn how to love yourself. A lot of us men be jumping into relationships with traumas and fears and things holding us back. But at the end of the day, we're not healed. And that pushes that person away. And we wonder why that person is getting, uncomfortable when we're not loving ourselves, right? We're so clingy towards that person. We're not being clingy towards ourselves, right? We're not embracing ourselves with God's love and compassion. The number one thing you must do as a man is learn how to love yourself. If you're dealing with depression and anxiety, learn how to embrace those negative emotions. Learn how to embrace it because you are human. Those emotions can't just go away. You have to learn how to embrace them. And you have to learn how to use those emotions as fuel. Use those negative emotions as fuel in order to better your life. Because at the end of the day, time doesn't stop, right? Your body doesn't stop aging. Time doesn't stop, right? So if you're feeling down, if you're feeling depressed today, understand that God will give you another day to live, right? God will always give you another. As long as you're focusing on yourself, as long as you're focused on your craft, God will always reward you with another, right? So if you did your duty today and you went to work and you're doing your job, you're focusing on yourself, and you come home, you're tired and depressed, it's okay, because God will reward you with another day in order to do it again, in order to make money. You see how that works, right? Because you're focusing on yourself, right? And you're using time to your advantage. And you're not letting time use you, right? When you're sitting down, soaking in your negative thoughts, the more that you're sitting down, complaining about every little thing within your life, you're letting time use you. And what happens when time uses you? You can't get things done. You can't improve yourself, right? You can't love yourself, right? You can't use the art of abundance. In order to use the art of abundance, in order to learn the art of abundance, you must use time as your advantage. Learn how to use time. And within that time, learn how to elevate your mind. Learn how to sit down and meditate with God, meditate with the Lord, meditate with your higher self, and try your very best to listen to that voice. Right, that inner voice within inside of you that's telling you to improve, that inner voice within inside of you that's telling you to conquer. I don't care who you are, there is always going to be a voice within you that's telling you to do better. And you must try your best to not shut yourself out. You must try your best to listen to that voice each and every single day of your life. Right, that voice telling you to get up and go get it. That voice telling you to get up and go to the gym, do those workouts. That voice telling you to become an entrepreneur. That voice telling you to go get that money. Listen to that voice, right? Humble yourself and understand that it's okay that you're not in a good situation right now. Understand that you're not in a good situation. You want to be in a better situation. And once you take accountability for that and understand that, that's when you start to level up. Right? As a man, you must learn how to take accountability. Learn how to be accountable for all of your actions, right? Your girl left you, well, maybe it's because you wasn't embracing your masculinity, right? She didn't see your masculine frame enough. That's why she left you, right? Or you got robbed, that's because your intuition, right? Your intuition is low. You don't know how to defend yourself, and that's why you got robbed. Take accountability for all of the things that happen within your life. Stop blaming other people for things that go wrong. Right? If y'all get in an argument, the reason y'all in an argument is because of the fact that you keep letting them, you keep feeding them words of not encouragement but disrespect, or because you feel disrespected, now y'all are going back and forth. Have that level of accountability that other people can't comprehend. Because all taking accountability is humbling yourself. And not many people understand what it means to be humble, right? Not many people understand what it means to take accountability, right? To say, oh, I'm wrong, I'm going to do better. Not for you, but for myself, right? Not many people understand that. Not many people understand that if you have the mindset of losing something, you can get it back. Why don't they understand it? It's because of the fact that they're so focused on losing something rather than gaining something back, rather than gaining something else. They're so focused on the loss, right? Instead of focusing on the improvement, focusing on getting their life back together. That's how so many people are trapped. That's how so many people are stuck in a rat race, right? That's how so many people are stuck in a cycle, because they're so focused on losses, right? When at the end of the day, losses are meant for you to learn. Losses are meant for you to improve. Because as a man, as a follower of Christ, there is absolutely no way you can live this life without losing more than winning. You're going to lose a lot of stuff in life. That's how life works. It's hard, it's cruel. This world is cruel, right? But don't be a man of this world. Be a man of God. Be a man of Christ, right? That's what he wants us to be. Be a man of him. Understand that it doesn't matter how many losses it takes you. Learn from each and every loss, and you will elevate. Learn from each and every mistake, and you will elevate, right? Whenever you get your heart broken, whenever you're struggling, whenever you're going through something, whenever you're losing something, thank God. Thank God that you're losing this item or this person. Thank God that you're struggling. Thank God that you're going through these hard moments, because without these hard moments, you wouldn't know how to be humble. You wouldn't know how to elevate, right? You wouldn't know how to maneuver throughout your life without making that same mistake again. At the end of the day, each and every loss builds you as a man, right? It builds your mental fortitude. It builds your spiritual fortitude. And depending whatever the case may be, it may build your physical fortitude, right? That being said, learn the art of abundance. If you lose something, you will gain something greater, as long as you put your mind to it, as long as you understand that you can do all things through Christ. But that being said, I'm going.